Okay, once you get under the car, the starter's over on the passenger side, right behind the steering rack. The steering rack's right here. Move down there, see the steering rack. And starter right here, there's two bolts holding it on. 12mm socket you'll need. But before you do that, you're going to want to come back and get yourself a small ratchet like this, small handle, and you're going to want to take off those wires before you do it. Take these bolts down, that'll be easier. And then all you have to do is loosen these two bolts up, take them out. I'm going to take this one out first, and it's closer to the engine. Oh, right there. And there's not a lot of clearance to get the starter out, so I'm going to have to shift it around a little bit to get it out of there. Just kind of wiggle the starter around. You're going to have to, there's the front part that goes in the bell housing. Flip it around so that the back of the starter is here. Let's see. See, I can wiggle it out of there. It's a tight fit. Or maybe that's not. I might have to turn it the other way. There it is. You have to kind of wiggle it, so if you can see this corner, you have to twist it a little bit so it gets past the bell housing there. It'll come down. That's it. Okay, before you pull the starter down, to get it out of there, you're going to need to take this heat shield off. And this heat shield just snaps on there. It kind of fits on there like that. Snaps on with these spring clips. So you want to take that off first. And when the starter's up in the vehicle, you're going to want to take these two nuts off to get the wires off. There's I think this was a 13mm. And this one here, I'm not sure, it was like a 7 or 8mm. Take those two off and then just push the wires aside before you take the starter down. Is it recording? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the starter is bad. I'm just going to test it with a booster box. You can do this with some jumper cables. You just want to ground the starter just by touching the ground anywhere on the metal part of the starter, and then you want to hook your positive cable to the big terminal where the battery terminal, where the battery cable is on there, like that. And then there's this other small terminal, and you want to do is short across there, and then the starter should, the solenoid should engage, and then the starter gear should spin. It's good. So test it, and it's barely spinning at all. I can stop it with my finger, so we know this starter's no good. See that? It's not even turning. It should spin real fast. Alright, so I need a new starter. Okay, so basically all you have to do to get your new starter is in the reverse of how you got this one out. And check it, make sure you don't have any shims. There may be a shim on the starter stuck here or stuck to the block of the motor. This one didn't have any shims. And last thing you do, put that heat shield back on. Remember, put that back on. Be all set.